1,200 feet below the ground in Carthage, Tennessee, lies an underground highway unknown to even most locals. It's a massive mining operation that began in 1969, employing a local workforce of 250 miners, engineers, and administrative employees. If this underground city were stretched into a one-lane highway, it would actually stretch over 450 miles. Carthage is recognized nationally by one of its residents, whose property is actually above the zinc mine.
We are underneath the home and property of former Vice President Al Gore, also his parents, Pauline and the late Senator Gore. We mine under their property as well. When the Vice President took office, the Secret Service came to evaluate us. They wanted to make sure that we weren't a hazard to the Vice President. They wanted to make sure that we weren't scratching on the underside of his basement.
Remember, we're trying to control bleeding, so
Another government agency working in Carthage is the Tennessee Department of Labor's Division of Mining Safety, working directly with the miners to teach safety and rescue tactics every year.
You want to put it above his heart, okay?
To understand how zinc mining works, let's look at the amazing machines and miners who work every day underground in Carthage, Tennessee.
I tell people a lot of times when we get new hires or visitors that when you come underground, you're the softest thing here. Everything else is solid rock or solid steel. So neither one is going to give very much. We teach people when you go into a stope with equipment running, to make sure you let the operator know that you're in the area before you get into a hazardous position.
We drove a truck in the mine through these huge caverns, which are about 20 feet wide. It takes about 25 minutes to get from one side of the mine to the other. We stopped about 10 miles into the mine to begin our tour.
Everything has changed in the last 30 years. 1969, they began the development of number 1 shaft at Elmwood. That was the initial exploration into the mine for its development. It's gained in size steadily ever since that.
The first step in zinc mining is digging small holes. 35 to 40 holes are created easily with what's called a jumbo, where the drill is mounted on a boom and drills 12 to 15 feet into the rocky wall. After those holes are drilled, it moves on to the next location. Another crew comes in and loads the explosives. A powerful low-cost explosive called ANFO, or ammonium nitrate, and fuel oil is pumped into the holes with high pressure. Once that's done and everyone is in a safe location, the explosive is set off. Each round may be 200 to 600 tons, which can shake the ground for miles. The next crew comes in with a mechanical scaler, appropriately called a claw, to pry away the loose rocks so they are not a hazard to people working underneath them.
Technology has really made this job much safer, where now we have a man sitting in an enclosed cab pulling down rocks with a water spray on the rocks to help control the dust, as well as the rocks fall away from where any person would be standing. What that has replaced is this scaling bar, where before this, all the rocks that were scaled down were pried down with a bar like this. We still use these bars for checking and some additional scaling, but the great majority of the work is done by the mechanical scaler, and it's made the mine a lot safer for the employees that work here.
Next, the loader gets to work. The scoop of this loader is much larger than average, able to hold most cars, and can load a 30-ton truck in just a few minutes. As you can see, it's precision work, both drivers working in tight areas and in the dark. From there, some of the rocks will be loaded onto the road train, a massive hauling vehicle which can hold 100 tons of raw materials. Last stop, a large rock is dumped into a hole 100 feet deep to a crusher, where the small stone is crushed and sent out of the mine to be processed. Mining is considered one of the most dangerous professions in Tennessee, but a majority of the accidents are simple strains and sprains as a result of working with heavy equipment, no different than many other occupations. It's the Division of Mine Safety's job to continue that trend with safety instruction, certified by the Federal Mine Safety and Health Administration.
The guys here, this right here, if they run up on a situation, hopefully, if we practice here, and learn the right way. If they have to help somebody, then yeah, they can do it.
Mine safety training is required for all miners working in coal mines, crushed stone quarries, sand and gravel pits. The safety instructors conduct courses for new miners, as well as annual refresher training, first aid, and CPR. For established miners, many other courses are offered as requested by the industry.
Since you're dealing with Mother Nature, there can be a lot of issues that you don't really expect or don't anticipate, and we deal with them. We approach issues very carefully and try to address all these issues, and I think we do a good job. But when dealing with the underground, things can always come up.
The Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development Mines Division maintains 2 mine rescue teams in a state of readiness in response to mine emergencies in underground mines across the state. Each mine that participates in the mine rescue program provides 2 members for the team, and each team has 8 members. With the help of the mine rescue team, all miners here in Tennessee go to work every day, knowing they are safe on the job and ready in the event of an emergency.